Gwennetta Wright.
And I'm Deonta B.
And welcome to Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B. Hey, D.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Sugar Boo, 28 days and you will be 40 and fabulous.
I know. I thought that you forgot.
Oh, yes. I'm welcoming my sissy into the 40s club.
And I want to be 40 and fabulous.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
You know, it is the month of March, and I mean, I'm just excited about this month, of course. But, you know, I'm excited about today's guest because we are talking about the Great Escape. And, you know, I cannot wait for our Great Escape. When you think about the Great Escape, what do you think about?
Honestly, I just think about going on vacation somewhere. But when you think about it in the business terminology, you know, escaping the day-to-day routine of being in business,
right?
But you know, also escalating when you're trying to level up in business as well,
right? And it's certain things that you have to do mentally to get you there. You know, it's like you said, it's a daily thing that you have to daily find ways to escape when your mind tells you to give up, when your mind tells you it's not going right, and then you hear that little thing right there that just says, keep going.
Right.
And that's what give you that escape from the negativity and keep it in the positive light.
Right.
You know? So I'm excited about today's guest because when you talk about the Great Escape, they are the epitome of it because we're going to get into music and we're also going to get into skincare.
Yes. So one of our guests, we have Mrs. Edith Delight. She is the founder of Edith Escape Skincare. And you know, when you are trying to escape in your life, you need to get some skincare.
Yes.
You know. And who else we got?
Well, we also have London. Her name is London. Elixir. And I just love the name, but she's a music producer and she's also an engineer in music. So I can't wait to hear what she has to say. I mean, it's the Great Escape. This is Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B. We are talking about the Great Escape because we want to get you there. You're in the third month and stay tuned, keep it locked because we'll be right back. We're going to jump right in.
With virtual and in-office tax preparation from Expert Tax Service, you can file your tax return anytime, anywhere. Expert Tax Service makes it easy. Just log on to experttaxservices.com to get started. Our tax professionals will work with you to make filing your taxes simple, no matter where you are. Expert Tax Service. We're here for you at our offices in Columbus and Stone Mountain, or online nationwide at experttaxservices.com. Log on and get started today.
Hi, I'm Deonta B of Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B, and you can catch us every first and third Monday on Fox 54. If you would like to be a show guest, contact us on Facebook at Gwen's Business Corner, or you can email us at gwenbusinesscorner@gmail.com.
So welcome back. Today we're talking about the Great Escape, and we have Mrs. Edith Delight. Hi, Edith.
Hi.
Welcome to the corner.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for
guys.
coming.
Thank you.
So we like to dive right into it. So you have a skincare line.
Yes.
And it is called Escape by Edith
Delight.
Delight.
Yes.
Okay. So tell us the inspiration behind the name, of course, and how did you develop your products?
Okay. So XCAPE is I came up with a name just to give people the opportunity to escape, you know, from bad skin, escape low self-esteem, because you can't separate skincare from self-esteem. Your skin is the largest organ of the human body, and is the first thing people see when they look at you.
Right.
So if it's something wrong with it, it's difficult to not feel funny.
Right.
You know, so it's a whole thing with escape. Just escape all of that, and be your best self. So that's what the name is about. So XCAPE is a product I designed after 7 years of clinical research. So I'm a medical esthetician, and after I graduated, I went back to Africa, where I'm originally from, and I designed a clinic, and I did a clinical trials, and I did the research work for black skin. So the product is actually designed to work on people with tropical skin, people with black skin. So it's specifically designed after those numbers of years of research and after touching over 8,000 subjects.
Oh, wow.
So it was very detailed, very intense. And this is the first product that has been designed after that kind of work for Black people. Yeah.
Interesting.
That is interesting because listening to you saying you did the research of the actual skin.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, before developing the product, I
Yes.
can only imagine what the product is like.
Definitely got to work.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why it's very easy to see it because there's a lot of skincare products out on the market,
Right.
right?
Right.
And a lot of times when I go around and talk about my work and the products, I have actually just put the products out on the market in November, but I've been doing this since 2010.
Okay.
So I needed for it to be right, and I wanted to take the time to do that because it's so many things out here, and that's why you see the average woman has over 13 products because one thing is to take off the hyperpigmentation, and the other thing is to hydrate, and the other thing is to do this and do that. But we don't have a formula that carries everything to where you know, this is my go-to product. If I'm using this, it's taking care of everything that my skin needs. And that's why it took the time. And I needed to go to Africa to do it because it didn't make sense to do it anywhere else. That's where the Black people are. That's those who struggle with the temperature and the climate and all of that. And you know, that's how we did it, and that's how I came up with the formula.
What were some of the challenges that you faced putting this particular product out?
Okay, I like how you started by saying a lot of people put products. And the first thing, the biggest challenge is trying to make the difference between what I've done and what is on the shelf.
Right.
And it's really difficult because sometimes people think you're saying these things because you want to sell a product. But it's very important for me. Skincare, first of all, is my passion. Passionate about it. Educated on it. This is my life. It's not a hustle for me.
Right.
It's really me wanting to educate people and tell them what is the point of using something that does not work for you. At the end of the day, you're going to spend money. Why don't you spend the money and buy something that has been designed specifically for you and is going to work for you? It just makes sense. Forget that I created a product. Forget whatever. Forget the money side of it and just get something that works for you. So that's the number one challenge. There are too many things out there in the market, too many things to choose from, which is great. But at the same time, how do you distinguish yourself? And I'm just one person, and I have all this knowledge. I try to teach. I actually have a university in Africa where I train people on the medical aesthetics, and they go out and they talk like me, but we need more people educated on this so that it's not just selling a product, it's actually educating on skincare. So even if you were not going to buy my product, at least you can go to the shelf and read the active ingredients on stuff before you actually consume, and you know it works for you. So that's the biggest challenge.
What sets you apart for, you know, when you talk about being different? Your product just got on the markets in November. And just us listening to you right now, that's what's going to set your product apart from everybody else.
Right.
Because as long as you are being live on social media, making sure everywhere you go that
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
telling people the information that you're telling us right now,
Right.
then people are going to buy into what you're saying because
Yes.
Right.
it's not just a product. People
Right.
are tired of just buying products. They
Right.
want things that actually work.
Right.
So you already got it.
She got
Thank
it. She
you.
has it. She definitely
Right.
has
Thank
it.
you.
Yes. So
Thank you.
speaking of that, what are some of the strategies that you are utilizing to bring your product to the forefront? Because like she just said, I mean, the education piece is just an enhancement by itself.
That makes it, So right now, what we're putting in place, because I said we just launched November the 9th.
Right.
What we're putting in place right now is training sales representatives.
Okay.
So it's kind of like the Mary Kay module, but it's a little different, where we actually teach the people, the sales reps, what is in the product, how to explain to the client, and how to do a skin analysis. So we actually analyze your skin and see what's going on up underneath your skin before we make a recommendation off of the line. So we're doing that. It's going to take maybe up until the end of this month before we actually go live with our sales reps, and we're designing websites or personalized websites for them. So you can actually, in your community or in your, you know, in your little setup, you can actually educate 2, 3, 4 people and get them to buy the products. Now, the thing about our products is, for the people who have used, they continue using.
Right.
Like during the time I did the research, the people who started buying, they have always used the product. So once you start, you don't stop. So even if you were to have 10 people on the product, that's all you need. Like if you were a sales rep and you have 10 people buying, they're going to buy it from you for a lifetime. So that's the biggest strategy, to say, okay, we train you to become a mini me, to talk about it like me, be passionate about it like me, and help the people in your environment. And then that way we can spread the word like that, versus doing huge billboards and stuff like that. I don't think that's going to be as effective as what we're trying to put in place. It's going to take a while, but it's going to be more effective.
It's definitely going to be effective.
Definitely. So, for someone who is starting out and wants to develop a product, what advice would you give them?
Well, I mean, I'll tell them to find out what problem they want to solve. You know, if you want to start a product and make skincare, whatever business, I believe in looking for a problem and finding the solution to that problem versus making money. Because the moment you want to solve a problem, the path is going to open up before you, and you're going to do it right. So, if you wanted to develop a product, find a problem. There are different problems in the skincare business. I just did a product that works for black skin, and I only have 5 products on the line. There are other things that I could use on the line. I don't have it yet. So you could design a product that works for anti-aging, for example, and really go out and study what happens before aging takes place, and really put the work behind it, then come up with the active ingredients that would actually work. Because if you put out something that doesn't work, people are not going to buy it. So once you want to solve a problem, you're going to find a solution. Once you find a solution, you're going to put out something authentic, and then people will buy it. So that would be the number one advice. But then, as far as like, going to manufacturers, there are different ways around it. If you're going to contract manufacture, if you're going to use your own personal chemist, it's a lot of other things behind it, which I'm willing to share with anybody that wants to know. But the idea is find a problem and solve it.
So lastly, tell the viewers how they can find you so that they can get this product, especially for people that have real bad skin problems,
Yes.
for instance, like acne and things of that nature, that need to be educated on their skin.
Right. So our website is www.myxcape.com, and XCAPE is XCAPE.com. IG XCAPE, XCAPE 247. And my personal IG, Edith Delight, like I'm delighted, Edith Delight. And you can send me DMs directly, and respond to you. And these are the actual products right here. And I brought some for you guys.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
it's like,
I
this
love the
is just
packaging.
samples, so
Okay.
you know.
right.
You can,
Thank you.
Yeah, you can have this and try them out, and just
Thank
let me know how
you.
you feel.
Well, we are delighted to have you. You just gave us the Great Escape.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for coming. Thank you. So there you have it. Today we are talking about the Great Escape, and coming up next, we're going to get into talking to someone who is a musical engineer. They're going to take you there, but they're going to take you there through sound. This is Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B. Stay tuned, keep it locked. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Deonta B of Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B, and you can catch us every first and third Monday on Fox 54. If you would like to be a show guest, contact us on Facebook at Gwen's Business Corner, or you can email us at gwenbusinesscorner@gmail.com.
Welcome back. So if you're just tuning in, we are taking you to the Great Escape, and our next guest is taking you there through sound. She is the London Elixir. She is a music producer and also a sound engineer.
Yes.
Welcome to the corner.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes,
Hey,
thank
London.
you. For
Hey,
coming.
girl.
Hey, girl. So we like to jump right in it. I think that's my favorite line. But so, of course, you're a female. We know a lot of females are in music, but music producer and engineer, that's kind of rare. You do have some, but it's kind of rare. So what was the inspiration into you breaking into music and those fields especially?
Yeah, so I took piano lessons back in like high school, so I've always been interested in music. And then I was playing basketball too, and I decided to quit the basketball team to focus on music. And my coach said that I needed to make the basketball team a song if I was going to quit. Like, that was our deal. And I had never been exposed to music production before. I had only been playing piano. So he linked me with another person who worked at my high school who was really into music production. So he had Logic. That was my first time seeing like a beat being made from start to finish. Like, I only had the melody, but he helped me add drums and stuff like that. And then we wrote the lyrics to the song and recorded it. And at that moment, I was in 9th grade. I was like, this is what I want to do. So that was what piqued my interest in music production.
Wow, that is interesting.
Yeah.
Right.
You quit the team, and he said, look, if you just quit my team,
Yeah.
you're going to have to give me something in return.
Right. Yeah, pretty much. Because
You had to make it happen, yes.
Yeah, because our high school team was really good. Like, we had just won states my freshman year too, so it wasn't something that you just quit. Like, it was like almost like being in a sorority or something. Like, you don't just walk away. So I had to have a good reason, and that worked out.
Wow. That's amazing. So what are some of the services that you provide, especially to young developing artists that are just starting out?
Yeah, so with the music production, not only do I like create beats for them, like I work with a lot of artists who have never put music out before. So I help them with the business side as well, as far as like how to get registered with a performing rights organization and how to distribute your music and trademark your name, just things that they don't really know are, you know, the steps in the process to releasing a song and doing it the right way to make sure that they could get all of their money on the back end. So I help them through that process as well. And then like while we're in the studio, I like coach them through, you know, like how to arrange a song, like as opposed to just like kind of ripping through, you know, like how to start with a hook or a verse and just break every part down just to help them through the process, because a lot of them don't really know.
Right. That's amazing.
I think that's a good added addition to what you do, because so many people, I don't think a lot of music producers know a whole lot. Unfortunately, they have a talent, and so for you to be offering those particular services, that's awesome.
Right.
So, you know, I look at it, it's not necessarily so, but I look at the music producing engineer field more so a male dominant field, right?
Yeah.
So what are some of those challenges that you face being a music producer engineer?
Yeah, so with it being male driven, it's kind of like whenever I walk into a studio, I'm always expected to be like either a singer or somebody's girlfriend. Like, nobody expects me to be like the producer or the engineer in a situation. So it's almost like people feel like you have to prove yourself to them, like because you're a girl, like, oh, does she really know what she's doing type of stuff. So there's just like that kind of like, what's the word? Like
Stigma.
Yeah, stigma, exactly. So that's like some of the challenges that I have to face, but I don't really look at challenges like that. Like I don't put too much I'm getting lost of words. I don't put too much emphasis on the challenges, because there's a lot of benefits to being a female and being a music producer as well. Because like if I go to events and I say I'm a music producer, I automatically stand out in a room full of music producers because I'm probably the only girl there. So people automatically remember me, and people will always want to go and hear my music, whether it's like, oh, let me see if she really dope, or you know, whatever, they're going to go check me out. Right. So I get a lot of like followers that way too. So it's benefits as well.
So you have managed to build a name for yourself, like we just talked about, you know, making beats, the sound, producing. You bringing so many things to the table that have allowed you to work with people like that girl Lele and Silento, just to name a few. So what are some of the strategies that you have used to build your clientele?
Yeah, so I'm from Ohio originally. Okay. So the main thing I did was move to Atlanta. Okay. So I moved here back in 2017, and when I moved here, I just hit the ground running. So there are so many events that you could go to in Atlanta, as far as like the showcases and the open mics and everything. So I just started going to everything that I could get my hands on. Like every day of the week, I was working, I'd get off work, I'd go to an event. And when I went, I would like meet people, I'd talk to people. So networking was the main thing.
Your network really is your net worth, and that was just a demonstration.
Right. People don't understand how important networking is. We think that we could just put a whole lot of money behind marketing and think that's all we have to do. But the network part of it is more essential. I don't say more, but it's a big part of building any brand, because who you know is going to get you through the doors.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
So what would your advice be to someone who's trying to break in the industry? So we know that, of course, networking is essential, but outside of that, what other advice would you give?
I would advise someone who wants to get into the music industry to study whatever part of the craft is that they want to do. So if it's music production, like try to get into a school or get underneath somebody who produces so that you can actually learn. I think a lot of people just like teach themselves or just jump into it, but there was a point where I went to the Recording Connection. It's an online music school, so all my coursework was online, but they paired me with a studio, so I got to get a lot of hands-on experience. And that was the moment that I consider myself to actually have become a music producer, because I took the time to learn about the craft. So that would be my advice, like get educated in whatever it is that you want to do, because one, the field is always changing, there's always new stuff being added, and two, like you just have to know a little bit more than you think you know. It's worse to go in thinking you know something when you don't.
Right.
So.
Okay, so what type of music are you producing? Because, you know, you got trap music, you have R&B, you have gospel, you have so many different genres of music. So are you staying in one area, in one lane, or are you kind of tapping into different areas?
Yeah, I like to tap into a lot of different areas, because I don't consider myself to be like in a box. I don't like to tell people no.
Right.
Like I like to be able to do anything. So I do all genres. So far I've done pop, R&B, trap, hip hop. I just finished a Christmas album for an artist. So I like to switch it up, but my favorite type of style is like feel good music. So like it's this modern day like funk, like hip hop, pop type of thing, almost like a Bruno Mars or like Lizzo's Juice song. Like that's kind of like the sound or the vibe of the music that I really like to make. But I do pretty much everything, because I like for different types of artists to be able to come to me for production. So I don't like to stay in one lane.
Gotcha.
So we talked about the advice that you would give people who's starting out in the music industry, but we never really talk about the different types of skills you need to have to exceed in that particular field. So tell some of the viewers, especially people that are in this field, what kind of skills they should have to be successful in this industry.
Okay, the first one, you got to know how to work with people. Because like we just discussed with the networking, like it's about who you know. So a lot of times like people don't know how to get out there and actually like sell themselves to people to get their new clients and things like that. So you have to know how to work with people. And then if you're wanting to be a music producer, when you're in a session, it's more than just making a beat and sending it to the artist. You actually have to coach them through the recording process, especially if they're not sure about where they want to go. They look to the producer for like that affirmation for what it is that they're writing or singing. And so you have to be able to offer more than just the beat, if that makes sense. So like I'll help artists with like their harmonies or their arrangements of the songs or their cadences, or tell them when to switch up the flow and things like that, because I engineer too. So I work with artists who don't like always get my beats. They might have a beat from somebody else, but they can't break down how the song had been arranged. So like I'll help them like, well, when the producer made this beat, this is what it looks like they were going for. So I help them write it to make it make sense along with the beat as well. So just kind of being more than just a beat maker, if that makes sense, is a skill you need to have as a music producer. And then working with other people. Those are two skills I would say.
I love it.
So I guess my question would be from an artist standpoint. So because, you know, so many people are artists. So how do you decipher, like, when someone comes in, as far as I come in, I tell you, hey, I have this song, you know, I can sing, and I hit you with a melody, and I want you to produce me a sound to go with it. Like, is it maybe I can't sing and you tell me, or is it you work with me and try to get me that hot song?
I always try to work with people to get on the hot song. But if it's like they are tone deaf, that's a different thing. I might recommend them to like a vocal coach or something like that. But most of the time when people come to me, they have like something that I could work with. So we'll go in, I'll have them in that case, in that scenario, if you already have the song written, you have the melody, I'll record you to a click track just so you could be on time. Then I'll take your acapella, go home and produce a beat around it, and then come back in the studio and have you re-record the song based on a beat that I produced. So that's how I usually work in situations like that. But yeah, I try to work with people because a lot of people are developing. So I try not to turn people away. But if it's just like, you know, then I'll recommend them to a vocal coach.
So you know you got to tell us what a click track is.
Oh, so a click track is just a metronome. So like it'll be like 3, 4, click, 2, So it's called a click track. So I'll record them to that because when I'm producing a beat, I have to have the time that the song is in, if that makes sense. So I have to make sure that what I produce is the same rhythm or the same I'm trying not to use like music words because I want to say BPM, but I know you're not gonna know what that is. So I'm trying to find the speed of the song. Okay. So when I'm producing, I want to make sure it's in the same speed as what it was when they were recording, and I want to make sure that I line the arrangement up based on what they recorded as well. So the click track is like essential for me.
We got it. Yes. The click track. Mm-hmm. We got the speed part, but now the other word. Now you got it.
Don't worry about it.
So you was very informative, very educational when it comes to music. I loved it. So tell the viewers how they can find you if they're looking for a beat.
Yes, please follow me on Instagram at London Elixir. That's ELIXIR. You can also go to my website, which is www.londonelixir.com. My email and everything is on there. But the best way to reach me is really by Instagram. So just shoot me a message and we can work.
Yes, thank you for taking us to the Great Escape through sound.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Well, there you have it. London Elixir just gave you the Great Escape through sound, but you know it is tax season, so we got you get you right for tax time, and we got to keep you in the loop. So stay tuned and keep it locked. This is Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B. We'll be right back.
With virtual and in-office tax preparation from Expert Tax Service, you can file your tax return anytime, anywhere. Expert Tax Service makes it easy. Just log on to experttaxservices.com to get started. Our tax professionals will work with you to make filing your taxes simple, no matter where you are. Expert Tax Service. We're here for you at our offices in Columbus and Stone Mountain, or online nationwide at experttaxservices.com. Log on and get started today.
Welcome back. So if you're just tuning in, we are taking you to the Great Escape, and you know it's tax time, so you know you got to escape to those refund checks. So go ahead and tell us what we got going on in the tax world.
So you know it's March. People don't got their money now. But there's still a lot of y'all out there that needs to file. The ones who are running from, they probably going to have to owe. But understand, everybody's not going to owe. There's still some credits out there and deductions that can keep you from owing. So definitely come check us out, the experts. We specialize in complicated returns, and we also specialize in small business returns. So definitely come check us out so that we can help you get you some money back, or at least break even so you don't have to owe. You can come see us at either one of our locations. We're located in Columbus, Georgia on Macon Road, and in the Atlanta area at our Stone Mountain location. But if you got some friends and family that stay in another state, we do taxes nationwide for all 50 states through our virtual tax service at www.experttaxservices.com. So make sure you check us out. You got all the way to April to file your taxes. But if you're looking for me, Gwennetta Wright, you can find me on all social media outlets at Gwennetta Wright. But you also need to go look for Gwen Business Corner, okay? Like us on all social media outlets, Gwen Business Corner. And make sure you go subscribe to our YouTube channel, because you can catch all these shows on our YouTube channel and keep watching them over and over and over so you can get that knowledge. Dee, tell them how to find you.
Well, you can find me at all social media outlets at The Real Deonta B. And along with that, Expert Tax Service is open year-round. So if you missed that April 15th deadline, you can also check us out all during the year. This is Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B. See you next time. Peace.